that we've been doing for, I don't know, a month and a half or more, with using Zen Echo's classic koans with verse commentaries by 3 female Zen masters. We're going to do every day is a good day. It's great because we're at the end of it, and then I got into, but there's 2 different koans that I really want to do, and then I had to pick and choose. So this is the one I picked, and I'll tell you why when we get there. But starting next week, next Tuesday, next Thursday, and through August 5th, we'll be doing our annual Way-Seeking Mind Talks, Sangha Way-Seeking Mind Talks. We'll send out a flyer today so you can see who's going to talk and share and sit in the hot seat, and please come and support them. It's a wonderful thing for everybody. Reminder that August 3rd, we're doing something new that we've wanted to do for a long time. Hopefully it's the first time, and that we won't be doing an all-day sitting this month. We'll be doing a practice day in nature at Regal Park. And Gretchen and Shelley are helping create this day for us. I'm really looking forward to it. And then August 7th, Erica will be here giving a talk, who is a Dharma Heart Zen lay entrusted teacher. And August 8th and 9th, she and Chelsea and I will be in retreat together doing a lay entrustment ceremony for Chelsea. And Chelsea will have a public ceremony on the 12th, which is a Tuesday. And it'll be fun and interesting. And if you're here to support, it will really help Chelsea. Some people will be asking her questions. So she's a little bit nervous. And then just looking ahead, practice period, fall practice period begins October 12th and goes through the beginning of December, and ending, as always, with the Buddha's Enlightenment Retreat. We're going to study the Avatamsaka Sutra, which I'm going to talk. I found a koan today that it refers to every day as a good day. I thought, oh, this is good. You know, it's like when you're following bird crumbs and one leads to the other one. And I thought, wow, this is so. Anyway, we'll dip into the Avatamsaka Sutra, which is when you read it, it's a big sutra. So we're going to figure out how to do this. It's a jewel net of Indra. It's really that's the heart of it, and an important thing to remember and cultivate in these days. And our Shuso will be Rachel Gardner, and I'm really looking forward to that too.
There's about the card.
Oh, yeah. You want to say something about Jenny?
Yeah, Jenny has been in the hospital.
Jenny Dixon.
Jenny Dixon. And I thought I'd bring a card for people to sign. So if you have a moment after Sangha, please sign the card and I'll send it to her.
Do you guys hear that on screen? Yeah. Jenny is, we don't get to see her that often, but she's actually one of our oldest, most long-term Sangha members. Pretty remarkable, resilient human being. So it's really nice if we can support her. And I want to say thank you to Marilyn and Gretchen and Constance for giving talks over the last week or so, and for all of you showing up and supporting each other. I haven't gotten to listen to the talks yet, but I'm looking forward to it, and I hear that everybody gave really wonderful talks on a koan of their choosing. So there we go. Okay. Oh, and John Lewis, 5-year anniversary of his death, and all across the country people are showing up to acknowledge that and to acknowledge his spirit and the spirit of good trouble. And there is a protest gathering in Sebastopol in the, where it usually happens at the crossroads there, from 12 to 1, and then another from 4:30 to 6. There's also one, you could look the others up. I didn't, in Santa Rosa at Courthouse Square, and I think there's one in Cotati and
There is
probably
one in Cotati,
and
yeah.
Petaluma. I mean, they're happening all over the country, but let's all help clean up today. Quick, I mean, with ease and joy and slow mindfulness and quickly, because some of us, I want to be there at noon, and hopefully others of you will also might choose to be there. Yeah.
I just also want to mention, Eliani and I saw the documentary on John Lewis.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
San
yeah.
Rialto. It's fabulous.
Oh,
You can
good.
stream it also.
So I'm
Yeah.
highly recommending, and the previous night we saw the one on Robert Reich, which was also remarkable.
Oh,
So,
good. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you. I thought I'd start with because it seems to me John Lewis is every day is a good day. Is like this is a person who really knew suffering, was born into it, lived it. Um, uh, uh, I think we probably all know a little bit of his story, and he just kept going with incredible good spirit and the sense of good. I love good trouble. You know, it's just so. Here's a quote I found this morning from him. Well, we all are human. We all are a part of the human family. And it doesn't matter whether you're Black or white, Latino, Asian American, or Native American, we're one people. We're one family. We all live in the same house, the world house. And as Dr. King said again, we must learn to live together as brothers and sisters. If not, we'll perish as fools. We all are connected, and nothing, not anything, is going to separate us. Seems like good words to live by. So let me turn first to, or second, or wherever we are in this, case 39, every day is a good day. I'm going to read you the case from the Book of Serenity, and then I'll read you the three commentaries with a little bit of commentary as I read them from Mahjong and Bauchi and Zuki, and just with gratitude for the wisdom that they have imparted to us over these weeks as we brought them forward. And wonderful, again, just that each one of them nourished the other, that they were hundreds of years apart. Mao Zedong and Bauchi and Zuki were contemporaries, but they inspired each other. And I think that's the jewel net of Indra again, is we are all helping and inspiring each other. Yunman, or Uman, instructed his assembly, saying, I am not asking you about it before the 15th day, but see if you can come up with something about it after the 15th day. And when the assembly did not respond, he answered for them. Every day is a good day. Let me just a couple thoughts about that is we did Nan Xuan Cuts the Cat. Remember that, say something. You'll save the cat's life if you say something. What is an appropriate word? What is an appropriate response? And again, here the assembly did not respond. So I am more and more appreciating the Zen admonition of express yourself. Express the Buddha nature of everything coming through exactly you. What is it to express yourself in this moment? Here's Mahjong expressing herself. Every day is a good day. The Buddha's law and the world's law both complete. So how do you put that together? The Buddha's law of the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path and of the jewel net of Indra, of everything interconnected, and the world's law, which by its very nature picks and chooses. I mean, it says this is good and this is bad and this is how you live. And so how do we live in the particular and the universal? Right here. There is no need to specially seek out the secret and the mysterious. Don't go looking for something underneath or behind all this. It's right here. All you need to worry about is that both basin and bowl are wet. Alive. It's alive. Just this. Feels like the wetness of your own tongue, of your own blood in your body, and the alive wetness of words that are fresh and actions that are creative and alive. Chan Master Bauchi, on clear days, the sun comes out, and when it rains, the earth is damp. There is no need to think about anything else, except being able to finish up your business. Just take care of what's in front of you. Chan Master Zukai, the level can't be maintained, the danger can't be extracted. The level can't be maintained, the danger can't be extracted. You're never going to get this under control. It's never going to cooperate the way we want it to cooperate because life is alive. Whether in heaven above or the human world below, how many? Shattering the pearl of the beautiful bright moon, knocking the 5-colored bones of the phoenix. Stop, stop. Sir, don't you see that there are words on this stone? Having received these words, you must know the teaching. So don't try to establish your own rules and regulations! Exclamation point. Stop. Backward step. Come back. What is it? What's the appropriate response in this moment? The Book of Equanimity, which is another resource we've been using. Jerry Shishin-Wick, commentary from Blue Cliff Records. Case 67. The Avatamsaka Sutra's wisdom. So he begins with the preface to the assembly in this case that's directly from the Blue Cliff Records, which is a case, a collection of koans. A speck of dust contains the 10,000 shapes. A single thought is endowed with the 3,000 realms. How much more so a great person crowned by heaven and standing upon earth? Feel it. You're crowned by heaven and you're standing upon earth. Well, right now you're sitting, but you get the idea. A sharp one who, when you speak of the head, knows the tail. You speak of the head, know the tail. Don't disregard your very own spirit and bury your family treasure. I wrote myself a note of Zazen body. Heaven and earth. Just this Buddha, just this moment. Just this. Main case, attention. In the Avatamsaka Sutra, Shakyamuni Buddha says, As I now see all sentient beings everywhere, they're endowed with the Tathagata's wisdom and virtue. And because of deluded thoughts and attachments, they do not realize it. Commentary all. He says, according to the Avatamsaka Sutra, Shakyamuni Buddha uttered the words in this main case when he became enlightened 2,500 plus years ago. Everybody, without exception, has the wisdom and the virtue of the Buddha. Everybody is endowed with the wisdom and the virtue of the Buddha. And it's just because we believe our deluded thoughts that we're separate, that you're over there and I'm over here. And our attachments too. I want it this way and not that way, that we don't realize this. Here's the appreciatory verse. Covered like heaven, supportive like earth, making a ball, forming a mass, suffusing the Dharma realm, it's boundless. Crushing the tiniest motes, it lacks an interior, penetrating utterly the subtlest point. Who can distinguish the pro and the con? Everything is vast and wide and ungraspable. And it's just this, everything without exception. Buddhist ancestors come to repay their debts of karmic words. Ask old teacher O of Nansen and see, every person eats but a single vegetable leaf. There's a wonderful quote by Dogen about that the whole world is in a single leaf of a vegetable. Do you ever pick up like a leaf of chard or kale? It's just the one, pick up anything. Okay, here's a little bit more of the commentary. The Avatamsaka Sutra is highly revered in the Huanyin school of Buddhism. The central image of Huanyin Buddhism is Indra's net. At each one of the junctions of the net, there is a jewel that totally reflects every other jewel. We are all reflecting everything else. Everything is reflecting everything else. This sutra also teaches that the mind is the universe itself and that this mind is the Buddha mind. Here, Shakyamuni says that all beings everywhere have that mind, each one of us without exception. You might imagine this means everybody else but me, but this sutra is very clear. It means everybody. Buddha nature is. We are all Buddhas waking up to be Buddha. Every day is a good day. Don't waste this life. Wake up, wake up. Express yourself. This is how we create and co-create the world that we all know is possible and already is. Our deluded thoughts and our attachments blind us to our true nature. A deluded thought is any thought that creates a gap between ourselves and others or other things, and between ourselves and others. Resonates with John Lewis's words, doesn't it? He was a politician, for goodness sakes. I mean, talk about putting yourself right in the middle of the world. Master Dogen expressed it very clearly. To study the Buddha way is to study the self. Genjo Koan, right? We know. To study the self is to forget the self. As long as you believe that there is a separate self, you won't clearly see. It's very difficult to let go of because it takes courage to let go of that notion of self. If you let go of the self, then how are you going to function? How are you going to know right from wrong? We get scared, right? And then we get small, and then we pick up our little piece of the world and we hold on to it really tight. And it's the first noble truth. This is suffering. This view is suffering. The cause of suffering is that we're holding on so tight, and there's release. Open the hand. Dogen says to forget the self is to be enlightened by the 10,000 dharmas. That's one translation. One of the two other translations that I love is to be intimate with all things. Suddenly there's no gap. It's just is this. And it's also the 10,000 things come forward to enlighten you, which usually we're walking forward as a self into whatever we think is time and space and life, but to just be upright and present, heaven and earth, the 10,000 things life will teach us and enlighten us and awaken us to everything we need to know. If you can just let go of your attachments to your ideas about who you are, then all phenomena, the 10,000 things, will reveal your enlightenment, your wisdom, as the virtue of the Buddha Tathagata. It will reveal who you truly are. It will reveal love and interconnection. It will reveal that we are all human, that we are all part of the human family, that we all live in the same house, the world house. We are all connected, and nothing, not anything, could ever separate us. We've developed certain ways of behaving, certain patterns, certain habits over a lifetime. That's how we define ourselves, how we identify ourselves. That's our secure haven, even though we may not be fully satisfied or fully comfortable. At least it's familiar. The good thing about these times is I think it was pretty comfortable over here, thinking that I had it all figured out. A world view, and to be so suddenly jarred into how many people have a profoundly different worldview. So there must be something missing here. It's like, what is it? How are we going to do this and find our way forward? So this practice requires that we let go of our most cherished views. To forget the self is to be enlightened by the 10,000 dharmas, by the world, by everyone and everything, including the dharma of having a difficult time. Okay, so now here's where I got really excited and happy, because we're doing every day is a good day, right? And then all of a sudden, here it is, right here. It's like right here in front of us. And I was just like leafing through the book. Master Uman told his disciples, every day is a good day. Maizumi Roshi said, even having difficulties, every day is a good day. How can that be? If I have difficulties, it's a bad day. It's not a good day. And to forget the self is to be enlightened by the 10,000 things. Even having difficulties, to be enlightened and intimate with all things is to free one's body and mind and those of others, to drop away attachments to your own body and mind as my body and mind. If you realize that your body and mind are not your body and mind, that is the universal body and mind. Those others are us and we're them. How do we live this? How would you function? Then every day is a good day. Dogen says, no trace of this enlightenment remains, and this traceless enlightenment is realized forever. As long as you have a notion of enlightenment or a delusion of good or bad or right or wrong, it's another idea. So how to really be free. This life is boundless. If you crush it, it has no interior. If you expand it, it has no limit. The preface says a single thought is endowed with the 10,000 realms. Every thought, every emotion, every breath, every sensation is endowed, is completely the 10,000 realms of everything. One thought creates an infinite number of thoughts. One speck of dust contains the 10,000 shapes. Don't disregard your own spirit and bury your family treasure. You are the Buddha. Let it shine through. You are the Buddha. Let it shine through. That's every day is a good day. Did you figure it out yet?
Sure.
Oh, good. Well then, we might say this is continuous practice. This is sit down and stand up. This is forever. And we get to encourage and help each other because it can feel overwhelming sometimes. Get tenderized by the joy of the wonder of the world and tenderized by the suffering of the world. So let's go into small groups. I'll put you, well, I'm going to put you and Gretchen's going to help me in this computer that I don't know how to use. And here be in groups, but try to find people you don't usually talk to. You can talk about anything that's up, anything that this talk or the koan stirred, but you might want to start with every day is a good day. What is it? And if we're in groups of 3, which is what's going to happen more or less, is each person gets just a few minutes to explore it, just spontaneously. And then you can talk together and you're going to have about 15 minutes or so. Okay? Every day is a good day. What is it?